With spaceships, high-tech suits, and incredible weapons of mass destruction all being commonplace in the Marvel Universe, it makes sense that there's a lot of geniuses to make all these things, and that's why for today's list, we'll be counting down the top 10 smartest superheroes in the Marvel Universe. Coming in at number 10, we've got a bit of an honorable mention with the iconic Thanos. That's right, while he's best known as being a powerful cosmic warlord, Thanos has occasionally fought on the side of good during the Marvel Universe's long history, and contrary to appearances, he actually might be one of the smarter beings in the entire galaxy. Considered a genius even by the standards of the incredibly advanced Eternals, Thanos' intellect is the only reason he's been able to come up with so many universe-spanning plans over the years, and has led to his ability to teleport, fly, and technically even led to the infamous Thanos copter. And while he more often fights the Avengers than not, he's still had to be consulted a few times by them when it comes to cosmic threats that outweigh even the power of Thanos. Coming in at number 9, we have Peter Parker, the Spectacular Spider-Man. Peter may be best known for spinning webs of any size and catching thieves just like flies, but one of his greatest superpowers might just be his mind. Even before being bitten by a radioactive spider, Peter Parker was a high school genius, and is the mastermind behind all of his own technology such as spider bots, spider trackers, and even the web fluid and canisters that allow him to swing around New York. While he might often be overlooked by the rest of the genius level Avengers, we all know that Spider-Man is an incredibly brilliant hero for the people of Manhattan. Coming in at number 8, we have Henry McCoy, aka Beast. Considered one of the foremost experts on mutants, a position that is helped by his own incredibly blue and fuzzy mutation, Henry McCoy could be considered the brains of the operation known as the X-Men. While perfectly capable of defending himself and becoming a vicious fighter whenever he needs to, Beast prefers to live life as peacefully as possible, much preferring to focus on his science and mutant politics rather than engage in direct combat. And as mutant kind continues to forge its own future with the island of Krakoa, Beast's genius will be much needed in the mutant-filled years to come. Coming in at number 7, we have Amadeus Cho. More well known as the totally awesome Hulk, Amadeus was actually incredibly noteworthy in the Marvel Universe years before he ever got infected with gamma radiation, as he was born with super genius intellect and his brain essentially acting like an incredible supercomputer, capable of performing multiple complex calculations at the same time without ever appearing overwhelmed. Because of the hyperspeed of his own brain, Amadeus is also incredibly fast at learning, a skill that came in handy once he was the Earth's primary Hulk for a time and had to learn how to control his new gamma form fast. Coming in at number 6, we have Hank Pym, the original Ant-Man. As one of the founding members of the Avengers due to the use of his size-changing technology known as Pym particles, Hank has long been seen publicly as one of the world's most impressive scientists. However, Hank's intellect hasn't just been used for size-changing technology, as he's also the mastermind behind the creation of the evil artificial intelligence known as Ultron. And while Ultron is one of the most terrifying villains in the Marvel Universe that the rest of the Avengers definitely wish Hank hadn't been smart enough to make, the fact that he was able to create an entirely new intelligence means that Hank is perhaps a little bit too smart for his own good. Coming in at number 5, we have Bruce Banner, aka the Incredible Hulk. Bruce Banner's scientific cred and reputation might have been tainted just a little bit by all the destruction caused by his own transformation into the Hulk, but at the end of the day, he's still an incredibly talented and genius-level scientist. Knowing more about gamma radiation than nearly anyone else on the planet, given his own incredibly up-close experiences with the substance, Bruce Banner got his PhD in nuclear physics with the intent of helping as many people as possible, only working with the United States Defense Department because no one else was hiring at the time. Nevertheless, Bruce still tries to use his scientific mind to help people even to this day, even if that help is by further trying to understand the many mysteries surrounding the Incredible Hulk. Coming in at number 4, we have the one and only Tony Stark. That's right, it turns out that the man who built a high-tech suit of armor in a cave with a box of scraps is a pretty smart guy. Graduating from MIT at the age of 17, Tony is an Avenger without any actual superpowers or enhancements. He's just an incredibly smart dude in a suit of armor, and even more importantly, is capable of using that intelligence in surprising and unorthodox ways, often capable of outwitting his opponents both in the moment and with literal years of advanced planning, given Tony's passion for futurism. Tony is said to be so smart that he claims to already know how most conversations are going to go before he's even had them, meaning that if you surprise Iron Man, you might just be able to surprise anyone. Coming in at number 3, we have Lunella Lafayette, aka Moon Girl. A young inhuman superhero with the ability to swap minds with the gigantic devil dinosaur whenever she feels a particularly strong emotion, Lunella is also one of the smartest human beings in the entire Marvel universe, and if it wasn't for the top spot on this list, would definitely be the youngest. Capable of solving a puzzle box that even its creator, Bruce Banner, was unable to, Lunella is already an accomplished computer hacker, engineer, and inventor at the age of 9, programming algorithms that even briefly confused Tony Stark. And with all of this mental power at such a young age, who knows just how smart Lunella Lafayette will become in the future. Coming in at number 2, we have Reed Richards, aka Mr. Fantastic. The leader of the Fantastic Four and one of the very first superheroes in the Marvel Universe, Reed Richards has always been a complete genius. Heck, by the time he turned 18, he'd already earned 4 scientific degrees from multiple highly respected universities. Reed's intelligence would only become more important as the Fantastic Four grew in fame and had to deal with larger and larger threats, with the team often having to rely on Reed's inventions to help save the day or strengthen their own powers. In recent years, Reed has even helped his reality-changing son Franklin design new universes for the multiverse, and often collaborates with his own multiversal Council of Reeds to solve problems too big for just his brain alone to handle. And finally, coming in at our top spot, we have the one person who can outthink Reed Richards, and it just so happens to be his daughter, Valeria Richards. Conceived by Reed and his wife Sue Storm during an adventure within the Negative Zone, this led to unexpected consequences for both the baby and her mother, with bursts of cosmic radiation endangering everyone nearby. The only one who was able to safely deliver the child wound up ironically being Victor Von Doom, the archenemy of her father, and the one that gave her the name of Valeria after his own lost love. Kind of an awkward move there, Doom. Valeria has a greatly increased intelligence due to the cosmic radiation her parents endured, and it's already claimed that she's surpassed her own father's intellect, and has to hide her true level of intelligence to prevent her from becoming a target to cosmic supervillains. And considering Valeria is this smart while still just being a kid, who knows how powerful Valeria Richards will grow up to become. That's all the time we have for today's list, so thank you all so much for watching. As always, I've been Josh Busker, and I'll see you all next time, Nerd Squad.